sit there for a moment. All right, this is summer break 1993. I was 6, standing on the bathroom counter, counting bruises on my thighs in the mirror, and the days until summer would end. I wore a baseball cap like my father's down over my eyes, and I wouldn't cry because boys don't. In the creek, I rinsed dirt and gravel from scabbed knees, watched minnows like blades glinting under the current in late sunlight. At the end of the summer, we buried a dog in the pasture, washed her blood and vomit from the porch with a bucket of dishwater.
Cool! Love it.
They're all a little depressing in some way. I'm Jessica Spruill. I'm a poet and assistant professor of English at Alderson Broaddus University in Philippi, West Virginia, and I am the founder of Wordstock Wednesday, a literary reading series in Philippi. I've always wanted to be able to attend readings in my hometown. I love to travel to them, but it's also nice to have something close by. I also hoped that I would be able to bring students from campus and people from the community together. Even though we're physically close, there's not a lot of opportunity for us to interact. The community's been really responsive. We have a lot of local writers and people who just really enjoy coming to the reading series that show up and hang out and consistently come back, and students too. But the community's been very supportive and very responsive. My little sister, Kayla, took me to this very small graveyard up on the top of Chestnut Ridge in Philippi, or just outside of Philippi. And we watched the sun go down and the lights come on down in this little tiny section of the valley. She pointed to this cluster of lights and said, "That's Philippi." And I was just sort of amazed, even though I consciously was aware, yes, of course, that's Philippi, that's what it would look like from this distance. There was something very unique, because the hills, they slope upward so far and so steeply from this tiny little town right along the river. And the way that it was nestled so perfectly in that little section reminded me of the way that I felt growing up in my house, which was, at the bottom of, sloping hills on 3 sides. And that always felt very, very safe and very comfortable. There's something reassuring about that. There's something comforting, and there's something maternal about that, being down in a valley and to be protected from all sides, and to just be a cluster of lights in the middle of all that darkness.
Fire. A woman can't survive by her own breath alone.
She must know
the voices of mountains. She must recognize the foreverness of blue sky. She must flow with the elusive bodies of the night winds, who will take her into herself. Look at me. I am not a separate woman. I am the continuance of blue sky. I am the throats of the mountains, a night wind who burns with every breath she takes.